girls yelling. Bring them out, all the dope boys yelling. Bring them out, front to back, they yelling. Bring them out, mic check, 1, 2, 1, 2. You wanna beef with the king, what is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene with a two, Drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do half of what I do, you'll be hitting.
Snow falling here at game time at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And in the snow, we're underway here at Soldier Field. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Rams once again led by Matthew Stafford at quarterback. First 12 years with Detroit, his 5th year with the Rams, including a Super Bowl championship, winning Super Bowl 56. The #1 overall pick all the way back in 2009.
Stafford was one of those guys, Mike, that I think through the first half of his career was probably the most underappreciated quarterback in the entire league. The talent was always undeniable. But what he was constantly discredited for was just the fact that he was on some really bad teams that were left to play really irrelevant football down the stretch. Immediately changed that narrative the second he joined a championship roster. Now, he's just trying to see if he can add some more hardware to that resume and solidify that legacy even further.
On first down, right back to Williams. He'll get this across midfield to about the 49. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Stafford. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
Throw it. On 3rd down, Stafford. He gets this complete, finding Adams. They gain 18 yards on that one. First down, L.A. First down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Set! Blue sticks! Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall. 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. To throw is Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Cora. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down. That's another Rams.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Williams. And he'll be taken down. We have a chance for the first points of this game as they've set up first and goal.
You can see the confidence that this play caller has on his opening script. This is a textbook drive here to start the game. Nice job there by the back with a big gain. Sets up first and goal.
Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is first and goal. They'll run. It's Williams. And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits. What do you feel comfortable dialing up here on second and goal?
Back to the 5-yard line now. Second down and goal. One more time for Williams. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They're at the 4, looking to get the game's first points. Here's third and goal. To throw is Stafford. That's hauled in at the 2.
I think you got to go for it here, Mike. They've had this impressive opening drive where they've marched their way all the way down into the red zone, and the last thing you want to do here is settle for 3. This is the chance. Set the tone for the rest of the game, and let's see what they dial up here on fourth down.
So, trying to make a statement on this opening drive. Gonna go for it on fourth and goal. They'll go for it. It's Williams. And he barrels his way into the end zone. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
You know, it's funny, Mike. I think in conditions like this, when you play games in these elements, everyone assumes it puts a lot of pressure on the offense, and it's actually the contrary. The offense knows where they're going. They can collect their feet, they can collect their way, but it's the defense that is more of a reactive state, and those are the guys that have a hard time keeping their footing. You see them slipping and falling, so early offensive success doesn't really surprise me, and now they have the ability to play from a lead.
Not going for 2, they'll kick the point after. These kicks not a given in the snow, but this one is good. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. #1 pick of the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. A pickup there of 19 yards. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
One quarter in the books. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. They bring a tight end in motion left. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Tackle made by Nate Ladman.
Brings up second and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and 9. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. That's for the big rookie out of Michigan, Colston Loveland. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
7-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. Open man, that's Rome Odunze. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Number 15 gets 15 yards out of that one, and he's got his team a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard
Down
line.
at the 12. It's first and 10. They'll put Loveland in motion. Out of the shotgun, it's a give to Swift. And he's in! DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Chicago.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 3. They'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 25-yard line.
They go play action with Stafford. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front.
That's taken in left side by Smith. And he's going to get awfully close to the first down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
And some nifty running on the return to put some good yardage before he was taken down. Smith to the Bears offense, set for their next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10.
You got Hornet! 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 Hornet!
They'll start on the ground with Swift. This field pretty slick now and picked up only about 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7. Another run here, another run by Swift. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Jared first, there to make the tackle.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
36-yard line. A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, here's Torrey Taylor to punt for Chicago. Xavier Smith is deep for L.A. The Rams offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stafford. He'll find his tight end. It's Colby Parkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing left side there, but it is incomplete.
At this level, you just would expect a little bit better execution and accuracy on those intermediate throws. I think he had an opportunity there for a nice pickup. Off target, off rhythm, and ends up getting away from it.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Throwing, Stafford. Open man is Parkinson. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up the 1st down.
They run over center with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Stafford. Pass is caught left side. That's Parkinson. And he'll be out of bounds. Down at the 20. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get him the ball, pick up the first down.
First down, it is Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now Stafford. This one caught by Parkinson. And he's into the end zone. Colby Parkinson. Touchdown, L.A.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
The extra point try forthcoming. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Rams will move out to a 14-7 lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. He's going nowhere. Losing yardage on that play. Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play. Winning his route versus man coverage, or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. He's got the hook up there to Odunze. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout, and it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing again, Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears are back within 4 at 14-10.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
Blake Corum now from his end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. Scott Hansen in Orlando, where it almost never snows. These two teams dealing with a light dusting, and that's expected to go on into the second half. Who handles it better? Let's go back out to the stadium and check in with our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The snow continuing to fall as we get ourselves ready for this second half. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bears offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. Trailed by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. That's complete. It's Odunze. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
The Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now this is the epitome of a really short throw and a really nice run after catch. And listen, for a quarterback, it all counts the same. You don't always have to throw the ball downfield to generate explosive plays, and these drag routes can be very, very effective.
Here's a handoff to Swift. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Tackle made by Nate Landman.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll go underneath to Swift. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 24 yards. First down, Chicago.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Right side, caught by Burton. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. 20 yards on that pass play. Good for a Bears first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback.
That is caught in the middle of the end zone. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Bears.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure, and I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurate.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears move out to a three-point edge, 17-14.
14.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This fielded at about the 9. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Rams offense ready for their first possession of this second half. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. They'll gain 17 on that one. A very quick first down.
Remember this one thing, it is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL, and I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for.
It's another run here for Williams. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
Second down, it's Stafford. He gets it into the hands of Atwell. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Every quarterback's dream is, can I get the ball out of my hand as fast as possible and get it to a guy that can do the rest after the catch? And it seems like nowadays throughout the entire league, the best offenses thrive in yards after the catch.
And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 11. And they'll move the chains with another first down.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
Sometimes all it takes is that one key block to spring this back. He's just so good in open space. And, man, that was a heck of a run, and it sets up 1st and goal.
Ball sitting at the 7. 1st and goal. Here's a run to the 5-yard line.
Pick up a 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now here's 2nd and goal. They'll go with Williams. And that big offensive line clearing space. He's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown Rams. His 2nd TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and That's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now, the extra point.
For the extra point.
He knocks it through. And the Rams move out in front by 4. It's 21-17.
17.
So following the score, here's Evans to send it away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10.
What is up?
This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. Poona Ford is there to bring him down. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
What is up?
To throw is Williams. That's a short throw, caught by Komet. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
It's a pretty simple read. It's man coverage. They run a little interference on the inside, and that makes it hard for the defender to stick with their man, and it leads to an easy pitch and catch.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 3.
What is up?
Williams. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Luther burdened the intended target, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Over the middle and taken in. He's got it. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
What is up?
Now Swift. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
This one taken in by Odunze. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Headed left, fine time. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
15 yards. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
On 1st down, it's Swift. And a hard-earned yard as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
He'll get this underneath to Swift. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. And bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A little indecisive there, Mike. I thought he could have pulled the trigger a tad sooner. Instead, he just holds onto the ball a little too long. The windows close up, and ultimately has no choice but to just simply throw the ball away.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. That one. No, touchdown, Chicago. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that 4th quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
Now this, an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it. And the Bears extend the advantage to a field goal. It's 24-21. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. On the return, this is Blake Corum. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Kyren Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Now it's Stafford. Short throw, pulled in by Parkinson.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he is out of bounds at the 45. Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Rams first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give them an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the ground, Williams. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's a gain of 5.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
Looking for the pylon, but the official right there is going to mark them out of bounds at the 1-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. But that one gives him a first down. They'll run. It's Williams. And he's into the end zone yet again. Kyron Williams. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And making a hat trick. That is his 3rd rushing touchdown of the game. A big reason his team is on top.
And so far, Mike, this run game has been the difference, and we're going to see in the second half. Now, can they protect this lead? Because, Mike, that's where a run game has its most value. And so far, this guy's been incredible.
Mevis, good on the extra point. And the Rams have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Bears offense getting set to get back to work. We'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. And it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Here's Swift. He'll get ahead for a couple as the flurries continue to fall.
Emmanuel Forbes on the stop. A 3-yard pickup.
Throwing on second down. Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
They'll put Loveland in motion. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago. It's stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one.
That's good for a Bears first down.
Final minute, one timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Colston Loveland was the intended receiver. And 3rd down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
What a connection! He's down inside the 5-yard line. The Bears go ahead, take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this 4th quarter. Now Williams. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Greg, I love the precision on that play. Very little time, very confined space, and they come through with the touchdown.
And it's the accuracy of the throw, Mike, that protects his receiver. Everything down here near the goal line is so condensed. You understand you're going to be thrown into tight windows, but when you trust your quarterback to protect you with the ball placement, it gives you a lot more confidence going across the middle of the field, and in this case, pays off for a touchdown.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. For the return, here comes Corum. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. Kyron Williams and the Rams offense ready to get back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the 4th quarter. Here is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Stafford going up top. He's got it! It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. Now the Rams going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
And the Rams first down.
Two timeouts, still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10. Stafford. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments in the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
That's going to be incomplete, so no help there. And we're likely down to a final snap.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game that delivered more points than most people would have expected with the snow falling at kickoff. Entertaining game for all involved. as they'll head back to the locker room to warm up with a victory in their back pocket. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.